to Peter Cousin, who has spent over 21 years of his young life in the food industry. And he has brought us one of my absolute favorite things, Farmer John's popcorn. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
This is such a good gift, whether you want to give somebody, be lucky enough to be able to get all of them as the gift, or you want to break these up. This would be fun to give to the kids in your, your kids or your grandkids class. I give Farmer John's to only the kids I like for Halloween. We were laughing. But this is basically what you're getting. This Farmer John's offering today is quite unique and limited to what you harvest right now. And literally you are harvesting this right now. Am I right?
As we speak, Farmer John is in the fields harvesting the popcorn from this year's crop. And this popcorn will go into these bags that you're ordering today. This is the freshest popcorn you could possibly buy.
And it's a world different, honest to goodness. It's sort of like when you buy, and no downside or disrespect, if I could, to tomatoes that you buy at the grocery store, and then when you grow them in your backyard, or herbs that you buy that are dried as opposed to using fresh herbs, it's the same thing with popcorn. This also is virtually hulless, which is why I tried Farmer John's to begin with, because all of your popcorn is virtually hulless.
That is correct. And people ask me all the time, what does virtually hulless mean? It's very simple. Have you ever eaten popcorn and afterwards you're picking those things out of your teeth? That's the hull. That's the outside of the popcorn kernel. So what happens is during the popping process, this little kernel turns inside out in a normal popcorn, but with Farmer John's, during the popping process, it virtually shatters. You'll see here in the microwave, when the kernel starts heating up, it'll turn inside out and all that hull bursts into little tiny pieces, so there's no big chunks to get stuck left in your teeth.
This simply is, it's so good. It melts in your mouth. I feel like, and I have been known to do this, when I'm feeling really bad, I melt lots of butter and I pour it on top of my popcorn. You don't have to. This is extra buttery. I don't know how you did this, but it's amazing.
Well, this is our best, we feel it's our best offering for a couple of reasons.
Wow.
Number one, it's the white popcorn kernel, which is very rare to find in the industry. It's Farmer John's favorite kernel because it's the most true popcorn flavor you can possibly get in a kernel. It's the most,
it's good.
It's just fantastic. Then we took the QVC customer favorite flavor, which is the extra butter. We put it all together in this one giant bag, and look at how that just overflows the bowl. And every single time you'll get a nice full bag of popped popcorn with no unpopped kernels.
Do you know right now I want to just dump this into my pocket so I can eat it for the rest of the show? I want to tell you this. We also have auto delivery, but because this specialty popcorn is only harvested this time of the year, this seasonal kernel, your auto delivery, here's the good news though, you will get next year at the same time of the month, you will get another 24 bags of this at the same price. So if you want to do auto delivery, you'll get this now, 24 individually wrapped bags that literally you can, I have traveled with them, and then when you get to the hotel, and they've got the microwave, you've got the popcorn. I bring this, ask Sharon Fache, and I was telling you this, on my way home, I have a commute, so I pop this and I take the bag into the car with me and eat the entire bag on the way home all by myself. This I don't have. I have the regular on auto delivery, but this is a seasonal, and this has that extra butter flavor.
It's all about this white kernel. It's very tender. It's the virtually hulless.
Perfect.
Yeah, but when you put it in your mouth, it crunches, and then it just dissolves away. But look how this little kernel pops into a big, fluffy popcorn, and there's virtually no hull there to get stuck in your teeth. And we popped this live on air. This isn't magic we did in the back room. This was popped live right here on air. Just pick the kernel up. It's being made fresh as we speak. Farmer John is in the fields harvesting the popcorn. It's going from his fields into the facility, into these packages, and right to your home within a very short period of time.
All right, Peter, who's coming to visit? Like, it's game season. So when everybody stops over, you can pop a couple of bags of this, and you always have a fresh, yummy snack. How many of you, like me, won something, and that's the way it comes, by the way. It's wrapped in individual packaging. How many of you won something before you hit the road on your way home? You can pop this into the microwave, and it's fresh, and it's good, and you get all of this. And if you have bad teeth like I have, and you had to watch the other popcorn, or you were always picking it out of your teeth, you don't have to with this. This is sweet. It's tender. This is a special seasonal kernel, and you are getting 24 of these bags. If you go on auto delivery, it doesn't come again in 6 months. You have to wait a year because that's what the seasonal kernel is all about. Could we stick this in somebody's stocking? Could we go ahead and maybe, put 2 of these along with a gift card? Because my mom, our kids in our family right now happen to be at that age where they're young adults, if you will. So they want, if you ask them, they prefer money or a gift card.
Right.
That's boring. So this is something that you could go ahead and put a couple of these together and then tie the gift card to it if you wanted to do something like that. Here's something that you could take into the classroom. How many of you volunteer? This would be awesome, volunteering. Could you imagine what you could do if you were, and listen, I was a ballet mom and had to raise money for years, but you could have a microwave there and you could pop these fresh, put them in a bag, and then sell them. That would be dynamite.
Absolutely. It's amazing when you start
these
popping
are
these
so
and you
good.
see just how tender and how fresh this virtually all this kernel is. It's impossible to stop eating it. I'm telling you, we sold this in last October. It sold out last October. It's on pace to probably do that again this year. I was getting calls in June and July saying, I need that extra buttery white. We only sell it this time of the year because this is when we harvest it. It's the only time we have enough product. We only bring it to QVC. You can't even buy this on our own
Really?
website. You cannot call me in my office and beg
thank
me.
you.
You only can get this at QVC because it's so limited.
Well, then I guess I don't need your personal email. I'm really teasing you. Remember, this is what you are buying. It's fun. That way you'll always listen for sleepovers, and the kids will be home and on the snowy days, and try it. If you don't like it, you have through the end of January. You've made my morning. M60613. Fantastic.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Oh, did I tell you that 600? I think that's what they just told me. Tori, 600 if you have already dialed in. Oh, you know what we have coming up at a Wall Supplies last price?